Welcome to the Single Member LLC Basics mini lesson. I'm excited to discuss this subject. It is a very popular topic when it comes to tax planning and strategy, and we're going to dive in with our agenda. And we're going to talk about what a single member LLC is. We're going to talk about the formation, management, some asset protection. We are talking about things from a tax planning and strategy perspective. So on the asset management side, obviously you're going to want to consult your legal advisor or attorney. We do talk about creating your own board of directors. That's one of the things we teach in Teaching Tax Flow 101. So make sure that you have legal representation, strong legal representation built into your board of directors. We're going to talk about how it's taxed, the reporting, some fringe benefit issues, IRS guidance, and then most excitingly, calls to action, because I have some really great tax tips for you when it comes to single member LLCs. So, on the formation, management, and asset protection side, remember, an LLC is filed, when you form it, it is filed with the state you are forming the LLC in. So each state requires different paperwork to be filed with them. Most of them are electronic at this point, but an LLC does require filing formation documents with a state taxing entity. Owners are referred to as members. If it's a single member LLC, the member has an operating agreement. So even in a single member LLC, we do recommend you have an operating agreement, and that outlines the management, including ownership percentage, share of profit and loss. So again, on a single member LLC, you'll be a sole member, and you will also most likely be the manager. Except for receipt of cash, contributing property in exchange for a membership interest is a tax-free event. So let's say you have a piece of property or some equipment. You can exchange that into your LLC, even though you're the sole member or single member. It's not taxable event. It's not a taxable event to you personally. Usually, the entity life is for a fixed period of time. That's going to be put together in the operating agreement. And it's really good for owners that want liability protection and want to avoid double taxation. Members are typically liable for the debt of the LLC. Again, talk to your legal representation. And remember, a single member LLC, and I'm going to go into the tax reporting side, is a disregarded entity for federal tax purposes. So no tax is paid on the federal level by the LLC. It's, again, considered disregarded. So any of the activity of the LLC, tax reporting wise, would flow onto the owner. Annual federal tax reporting is on the sole member's tax return. Now, that sole member is typically an individual, but it could be a corporation, an S-corporation, a C-corporation, or a partnership. Double entry bookkeeping is not really required if you file a form Schedule C, E, and F on a personal tax return. We're going to look at some examples. Members are not eligible for excludable wage benefits. You are a member, you're not an employee, so you don't have fringe benefits that you can pay yourself. You can, in general, deduct health insurance premiums for a member, sole member, or a spouse, but they're not deducted against self-employment income. They're an adjustment to your income. The LLC must use the same tax year as its member, and if you are a Schedule C person that owns a single member LLC, you are subject to self-employment tax. Also, the member can still qualify for our Section 199A/qualified business income deduction. Walk you through some IRS resources for you. What you're looking at right now is Publication 334. You can find that on the IRS website. That really lays out a great tax guide for the small businesses. If you're a single member LLC and you own a business, you're going to file what's called a Form Schedule C, assuming you are a human that owns it. Because remember, that single member LLC is disregarded. So the owner of the LLC reports all of the profit and loss. If you are a single member LLC that owns rental property, you're going to want to look at IRS Publication 527, and you're going to file on a Schedule C. Now, there are some rare exceptions where rental property is filed on a Schedule C, not a Schedule E, is what you're looking at right now. Rental property would be filed on that Schedule E, but these are great IRS resources. All right, calls to action. If you have a business and you're looking to start one, check out our entity type chart and figure out if a single member LLC fits your needs. Remember, this is a big misconception. Forming a single member LLC gives you no tax benefit. since it's considered a disregarded entity. If you are a single member LLC, you might want to consider, if you're a red diagnosis in the teaching tax flow system, making an S-corporation tax election to reduce some of the self-employment tax you pay. And we obviously have another mini lesson on S-Corp basics. If you are a single member LLC with real property, you very, very rarely benefit from making that S-Corp election. If you are a single member LLC owner and you're in that red diagnosis and you want to blend maybe your red and your gold diagnosis, I would consider hiring your spouse and maybe providing that spouse with some excludable fringe benefits. That could be health insurance reimbursement. That could be a Section 105 plan. So really dive into that IQ test and figure out, hey, should I legitimately hire my spouse or maybe even other family members? Finally, really look at state-specific tax laws. Some states, like the state of Tennessee, has a franchise and excise tax on all LLCs. So even though this teaching tax law is based on federal tax planning and strategy, at least consider state-specific tax laws. Thanks for watching the Single Member LLC Basic Mini Lesson. Have a great day.
John here from Teaching Tax Flow. I wanted to thank you for watching this video. We literally have hundreds of hours of content between podcasts, webinars, videos just like this built specifically for you, the taxpayer. Whether you're a full-time employee, you're a freelancer, you're a contractor in some other sense, or you're thinking about getting into business for yourself, everything here at Teaching Tax Flow is perfect for you, basically going off of the roadmap provided by the IRS to legally and ethically reduce the taxes paid over your lifetime. So be sure to subscribe to this channel and connect with Teaching Tax Flow, and we will see everybody very soon.